to the mess of the mess. Happy Monday, y'all. Hope y'all having a good day today. But let's get down to the mess, baby. Let's have a sad note real quick. So the VMAs, MTV VMAs was last night, and I said, baby, it was. I actually watched it. I watched it because I'm Mariah Carey, and also Busta Rhymes performed. So it was a nice show last night. I said, let's go through some of the stuff that went down. I was so shocked that Mariah Carey this was Mariah Carey first time winning an award from the VMAs, which I am so shocked. I said none of this makes any sense. I said this is her first time winning a BET award this year, and then this time it's her first time winning a VMAs. I said, what's going on here? But I said the top two people in the industry with the VMAs most award is Taylor Swift and Beyonce, which I don't understand. Like, why? Like, Mariah Carey ain't. I said that makes no sense at all. None. But she ended up performing. I thank God. She didn't get nobody else to do it for her. She got up there, did her thing. Mariah ain't gonna do too much. Mariah was looking all good, moving through slowly, singing, bopping and going, letting us know that she here. Doing her thing. She performed a lot of the hits. I said I enjoyed it. I sure did. She called them out for, her winning her first award. I said, well, that's Mariah. So that was a good, one of the big things that happened that night. Also, Busta Rhymes performed his butt off. I said, baby, I love that. I said, oh, shoot. He brought out Glorilla. He brought out Papoose. He did a nice show. I said, oh, I love when Busta rap because it's only a small group of them that can actually rap that fast in the industry, and he's one of the best. But he said he got honored that night too. Congratulations to him. Who else? Lady Gaga ended up winning what was it, Artist of the Year? Yeah. And she performed her new single because she got a new album coming out. The performance was cool. She lived up to the song. She did. She lived up to the song, and it was what it is, and I enjoyed it. What else would you expect from Lady Gaga? The song, it's cool, but I'm not really feeling it like that. But it was a couple of people that performed that I really think bits and. But I said it was a nice show overall. It was a nice show overall. I said I forget the new artist that won that night for best new artist. Some guy won, and I said he ended up performing his song. I can't remember who his name is. He ended up performing the song. If you know, let me know in the comments. He ended up performing it, and I'm like, what is this? I'm like, what is this? I said he won for best new artist, and I said, this the song? I said it's supposedly a hit, and I said, I don't know why, but I said congratulations to him. But it was overall good show. Overall, I said, but that's it. The fashions that night was actually, other than Mariah Buster, I said the fashions that night was actually on cue. I said, oh, Doja Cat did her thing. I said, I actually ended up seeing clips of it because I actually missed it. Because I'm watching, I'm like, I ain't see Doja Cat perform. But she did. I ended up seeing the clips. I said, okay, Doja. I said, I'm loving this new era you in. The new music is giving more, it's giving a style of the 80s. It's giving an 80s like rock, hip hop. It's like a mixture of everything all in one. Country got all that flair all in it. And I said good for her. She always do a good show. We ended up seeing Ice Spice and Lotto, actually presented, they ended up presenting an award that night together because, they promoting their song they did and everything. So they doing a lot of stuff together, which is nice. I said, y'all should have been doing this to begin with. Shoot. I said, their song, it's actually cool. I said, the video for it, let's get into that. The video for Lotto and Ice Spice song, I don't like it. Cause the video it could have been better. It could have been way better because it would have actually made that song what it needed to be. I think it would have. But that's just my opinion. Let me know how you feel. But let's get into the topics that we got to get into tonight. And first up, baby, Donald Trump had actually ended in the era of the Biden's ruling, where Biden's had put in a rule where airlines have to actually pay their customers if a flight is delayed. They had to recompensate you for a flight that's delayed, luggage, lost, all that good stuff. So he actually ended that. He's stopping all of that from airlines having to pay. I said, why would you do that? I said, that's the only way people are actually getting their money back if anything happens. You doing all this traveling and something happened, your luggage all of a sudden disappeared, or the flight just delay after delay after delay. They need to compensate you. So that's what's going on. Donald Trump trying to end. He's just ending a lot of things that Biden and even Obama has put in place. He's ending a lot of these things. And it's pathetic, but he gonna keep doing what he want to do. He want to destroy the country and say he making it better. He making America great again, and he's not. He's not, because side note, he getting ready. He actually posted this AI generated post of him going to Chicago. I said, what? With a cowboy hat on, fire blazing in the background. He got on dark police shades. I said, this is pathetic. I said, what you going to Chicago for? Oh, the crime. I said, ain't nothing. I said, the police there can handle that. You ain't doing a good thing in DC. But that's a little sad note. That's what's going on. So let's move on to next. Let's get into Diddy. So Diddy wants a acquittal or a new trial, because he said the prosecutors had actually misused the prostitution. Yeah, the prostitution, because he was charged with what was he charged with? Escorting for prostitution. Yeah, he said they misused it, and he wanted a new trial or acquittal. I said no. I said they didn't misuse it at all. It was just a jury of peers that were just stupid. I'm gonna be straight up serious. They were just stupid, and they looked past all the evidence and chose what they wanted to choose, and that's what they chose to charge you with, was transportation for prostitution. And they didn't misuse, the prosecutor didn't misuse anything. It just the wrong jury appears was up there. That's all. And they didn't know what they was doing. And some of these guys had high college degrees and stuff, and they wasn't that bright. But let's move on past that. Good luck. Hopefully he don't get that retrial or acquittal. But move on to Kansas State football player. So we got Jay Sean Ross. So this man actually got himself arrested and charged for distributing marijuana. Baby, and it was a lot. So he ended up losing the university. Kansas University ended up cutting him completely off. The team, the program, everything, just immediately removed his name, everything. He's done. I said, so he's been. I said, you just ruined your career. Like, you in college trying to make it to, do what you need to do to make it to the NFL, but you out here selling on campus. It's like, and they just you can be making boohoo money now legally through endorsements. You ain't had to do all that. But now you finna do some time. Baby, you done screwed up your whole career. It's done. But that's what's going on there. But let's move on to Belle Collective. So baby, they back for their new season and the trailer just dropped. And I said, ooh, it seems like we're gonna have the same drama. It's like we missing So Gucci, my girl So Gucci and her husband and her husband. And we missing the other lady, the NFL former NFL player and his wife, we missing them. So they done left the show. So now we left with we left with these people. We got what's her name? Marie Moreau. I think I'm not pronouncing it right. But we got her. She's only interesting one out of the whole crew that's on there. But we end up getting a new lady that's getting ready to join the cast, and she even more. I said that she even more petty. I said now she's real petty. I said because she comes up to the she gonna come in ablaze. I said, oh, this gonna be good. I said I just want to watch it to see her, see what she gonna do. But supposedly the collective is actually so in sync all of a sudden. I said, y'all in sync because two other people have left? I doubt it. But we'll see what's going on there. And I said, ugh, how long I'm gonna have to, I said, I hope it ain't a long season. I really do. But I'm here for it. I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna review it and see what we got going. But that's all that I got for y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. It's your boy Paul, and I'll get back at y'all later. Bye, y'all.